Hello, welcome back to TalkFluent, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently.
That's right. I'm Kamal.
And I'm Nora, and today we have a really important topic.
Yes, today we're talking about stress and anxiety.
Now, I know this sounds like a heavy topic, but it's actually super useful.
Absolutely, because everyone experiences stress and anxiety at some point, right?
Oh, yeah, whether it's work stress, exam stress, family stress, or just life stress.
Just existing stress.
Exactly. And being able to talk about how you feel is really important.
It really is, especially if you're living in an English-speaking country or working in an English-speaking environment.
Right. You need to be able to tell your friends, your doctor, your boss, or your family when you're feeling stressed.
Exactly. So today we'll teach you how to express these feelings naturally and appropriately.
We'll cover common phrases, expressions, and idioms about stress and anxiety.
Plus, we'll teach you how to talk about coping with stress and supporting others.
And don't worry, we'll keep it light and helpful. We're not trying to stress you out.
That would be ironic.
Very ironic. All right, let's start with the basics. Kamal, what's the simplest way to say you're stressed?
The simplest way is just, I'm stressed.
Perfect. Short and clear. You can also say, I'm feeling stressed, which sounds a bit softer.
Right. And you can add what's stressing you out, like, I'm stressed about my exam, or I'm stressed about work.
Great. Now, what's the difference between stress and anxiety? Because many learners confuse these.
Good question. Stress is usually related to a specific situation or problem.
Like, I'm stressed about my presentation tomorrow.
Exactly. But anxiety is more general. It's that worried, nervous feeling that might not have a specific cause.
Right. So you might say, I'm feeling anxious without knowing exactly why.
Yes, anxiety can be like, I just feel anxious today, even when nothing specific is wrong.
Good explanation. Now let's talk about different ways to describe stress levels.
Ooh, good idea, because stressed comes in different levels.
It's so true. For mild stress, you can say, I'm a bit stressed or I'm slightly stressed.
Nice. And for medium stress, you can say, I'm pretty stressed or I'm quite stressed.
And for major stress, you can say, I'm really stressed or I'm so stressed.
Or I'm extremely stressed if it's really bad.
Exactly. Now let's talk about some fun expressions because English has lots of colorful ways to talk about stress.
Oh, yes, these are great. My favorite is I'm stressed out.
Yes, stressed out means very stressed. It's super common.
Like, this job is stressing me out.
Perfect. Another one is I'm overwhelmed.
Ooh, what does that mean exactly?
It means you have too much to handle, like you're drowning in responsibilities.
That's a good visual. I'm overwhelmed with work.
Exactly. And here's a really common one. I'm burnt out.
Wait, like something is on fire?
Kind of. It means you're exhausted from too much stress over a long time.
Ah, so it's not temporary stress, it's long term.
Exactly. Like, I've been working 12-hour days for months. I'm completely burnt out.
That sounds serious.
It is. Burnout is when you're physically and mentally exhausted.
Got it. What about anxiety expressions?
Great question. For anxiety, you can say, I'm anxious about, plus the thing worrying you.
Like, I'm anxious about meeting new people.
Perfect. You can also say, I'm worried about, which is similar.
Right, I'm worried about my test results.
Exactly. Now here's a common one. I'm nervous.
That's easy. Everyone knows nervous.
True, but you can add levels. I'm a little nervous or I'm really nervous.
Nice. What about physical feelings? Can you describe how anxiety feels in your body?
Absolutely. This is really useful. You can say, my heart is racing, which means it's beating fast.
Like after running?
Yes, but from anxiety, not exercise.
Got it. What else?
You can say, my hands are shaking or I have butterflies in my stomach.
Butterflies. That's a weird expression.
I know, but it's super common. It means that nervous, fluttery feeling in your stomach.
Like before a big presentation.
Exactly. I have butterflies in my stomach for every presentation.
I love these expressions. What about tension, like when your muscles are tight?
Good one. You can say, I'm tense or my shoulders are tense from stress.
Or I have a tension headache.
Yes, that's a headache caused by stress and muscle tension.
I get those.
We all do. Now let's talk about what causes stress because you need to explain the source.
Right. You can use because or because of. Like, I'm stressed because I have a deadline tomorrow.
Perfect. Or I'm stressed because of my workload.
Notice the difference. Because is followed by a sentence, because of is followed by a noun.
Great explanation. You can also say due to in more formal situations.
Like, I'm experiencing stress due to financial difficulties.
Exactly. That sounds professional and formal.
What about everyday causes? What stresses people out?
Oh, everything. Work deadlines, money problems, relationship issues, health concerns.
You're stressing me out just listing them.
Sorry, but these are real. You might say, I'm stressed about paying my bills, or I'm anxious about my health.
Or I'm overwhelmed by family responsibilities.
Yes, all super common. Now let's talk about intensity. How do you say stress is getting worse?
Ooh, good question. You can say, my stress is building up.
Perfect, like it's accumulating over time.
Right. Or the pressure is mounting.
Mounting, I love that word. It means increasing or growing.
Like the pressure is mounting as the deadline approaches.
Exactly. You can also say, I'm at my breaking point.
That sounds serious.
It is. It means you can't handle anymore. You're about to break.
Like, I'm at my breaking point with this job.
Yes, it's a strong expression. Now let's talk about some funny idioms.
Ooh, I love idioms.
Okay, here's a good one. I'm pulling my hair out.
Like actually pulling your hair?
No, it means you're so frustrated and stressed that you feel like pulling your hair out.
That's such a dramatic image.
I know, but people say it all the time. This project is making me pull my hair out.
I'll remember that. What's another one?
I'm at the end of my rope.
Like hanging from a rope?
Sort of. It means you've used all your patience and energy. You can't handle anymore.
Ah, so similar to breaking point.
Exactly. I'm at the end of my rope with this situation.
Got it. Here's one I know. I'm on edge.
Yes, that's a great one. It means you're nervous and jumpy.
Like everything bothers you?
Exactly. I've been on edge all day because of the interview.
Perfect. Now let's talk about dealing with stress, because it's not just about complaining.
True. We need solutions. So, how do you talk about managing stress?
You can say, I'm trying to manage my stress, or I'm working on reducing my stress,
Good. And you can talk about specific strategies like I'm taking deep breaths or I'm going for walks.
or I'm practicing meditation.
Yes. Or I'm trying to get more sleep.
All great strategies. What about talking to someone?
You can say, I need to talk to someone or I need to vent.
Vent. What does that mean?
It means to express your feelings and frustrations, like letting steam out.
Ooh, like a pressure cooker releasing steam.
Exactly. That's the perfect analogy. I just need to vent about my terrible day.
I love that. So venting is healthy.
In moderation, yes, it helps to talk about your feelings, but don't just complain constantly.
Right. Balance. What about professional help? How do you talk about seeing a therapist?
Great question. You can say, I'm seeing a therapist or I'm talking to a counselor.
And there's no shame in that.
Absolutely not. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Exactly. You can say, I decided to seek professional help, or I'm getting support for my anxiety.
Perfect. Those sound mature and responsible.
Now, what if someone tells you they're stressed? How do you respond?
Great question. First, you acknowledge their feelings. Say, I'm sorry to hear that, or that sounds really tough.
Good, you're showing empathy.
Exactly. Then you can ask, do you want to talk about it? Or is there anything I can do to help?
Nice, you're offering support without being pushy.
Right. And if they want to talk, you listen. Don't immediately try to fix everything.
Oh, that's a good tip. Sometimes people just need someone to listen.
Exactly. You can say, I'm here for you, or I'm listening.
Perfect. What should you not say?
Don't say, just relax, or don't worry about it,
Why not?
because it minimizes their feelings. If they could just relax, they would.
Haha, true. That's not helpful.
Right. And don't say, you think you're stressed? Let me tell you about my problems.
Oh no, don't make it a competition.
Exactly. It's not the stress Olympics.
Haha, stress Olympics. I love that.
Just be supportive and kind.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about work stress specifically, because that's super common.
Yes, you can say, I'm under a lot of pressure at work.
Under pressure, good phrase.
Right. It means there are high expectations and deadlines.
You can also say, I'm swamped with work,
Yes, swamped means you have too much work.
like drowning in work.
Exactly. Or you can say, I'm buried in paperwork.
Another drowning metaphor.
We love those. They're very visual.
What about deadlines? How do you talk about deadline stress?
You can say, I have a tight deadline, which means not much time.
Or the deadline is looming.
Ooh, looming. That sounds scary.
It kind of is. It means it's approaching and feels threatening.
Like a dark cloud coming closer.
Exactly. The deadline is looming and I'm not ready.
Perfect example. Now, let's talk about exam stress for all our student listeners.
Yes, you can say I'm stressed about my exams or I have exam anxiety
Right. Or I'm worried I'll fail.
or I'm nervous about the results.
All very common. And you can say, I've been cramming for the exam.
Cramming. Haha, what's that?
It means studying a lot in a short time, usually at the last minute.
Ah, like I've been cramming all night.
Exactly. Not the best study strategy, but we've all done it.
Haha, true. Guilty as charged.
Me too. Okay, let's talk about social anxiety because that's really common for language learners.
Great topic. You can say I'm anxious about social situations or I get nervous in groups.
Right. Or I'm shy, which is simpler.
But shy and anxious are different, right?
Yes, shy is more about personality. Anxious is about the worried feeling.
Got it. What about fear of making mistakes when speaking English?
Oh, this is so common. You can say, I'm afraid of making mistakes, or I get anxious when I speak English.
And what should we tell our listeners about this?
Encouraging that it's totally normal. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language.
Absolutely. Mistakes are how we learn.
Exactly. You can say, I'm trying to overcome my fear of speaking.
Perfect. Growth mindset.
Yes. Now let's talk about positive coping. How do you say something makes you feel better?
You can say, this helps me relax, or this calms me down.
Like listening to music helps me relax, or talking to friends calms me down.
Nice. You can also say, this relieves my stress.
Relieves, good word. It means it reduces or takes away the stress.
Like, exercise relieves my stress.
Perfect. And you can talk about things that make you feel better. I feel better when I.
Like, I feel better when I go outside, or I feel better when I organize my tasks.
Exactly. Now here's a fun one. I need to de stress.
De stress, like removing the stress?
Yes, the de prefix means to remove, so de-stress means to reduce stress.
I love it. I need to de-stress with a nice bath.
Perfect. Or I'm taking the weekend to de-stress.
Great. What about unwind? I've heard that word.
Yes, unwind means to relax after being tense, like unwinding a tightrope.
Ooh, so I need to unwind after work?
Exactly. Very common expression.
Love it. All right, let's do some practice scenarios.
Excited? Yes, practice time.
Okay, situation one. Your friend asks, "How are you?" but you're really stressed. What do you say?
Honestly, I'm pretty stressed right now. I have a lot on my plate at work.
Perfect. You were honest and explained why. Now, situation two. You're in a doctor's office and need to describe your anxiety symptoms. What do you say?
I've been feeling very anxious lately. My heart races, I can't sleep well, and I worry about everything.
Excellent. Clear description of symptoms. Situation three. Your boss gives you more work, but you're already overwhelmed. What do you say?
This is tough. I appreciate you thinking of me for this, but I'm currently overwhelmed with my existing projects. Could we discuss priorities?
Wow, professional and assertive.
Thanks. You have to set boundaries.
Absolutely. All right, situation four. A friend tells you they're stressed. What do you say?
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here for you.
Perfect, empathetic, and supportive. Situation five. Someone asks what you do to manage stress. What do you say?
I try to exercise regularly and practice meditation. I also make sure to talk to friends when I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Great, multiple coping strategies.
Gotta have a toolbox of strategies.
Exactly. All right, everyone, let's do a quick vocabulary review.
Good idea. So, for stress levels, a bit stressed, pretty stressed, really stressed, overwhelmed, burned out.
For anxiety, anxious, worried, nervous, on edge.
For physical symptoms, heart racing, hand shaking, butterflies in stomach, tension.
For causes, because of, due to.
For coping, manage, reduce, relieve, de-stress, unwind, vent.
Perfect summary.
And remember, everyone, it's important to talk about your feelings. Keeping stress inside makes it worse.
So true. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to ask for help.
Absolutely, whether it's talking to a friend, family member, or professional.
Mental health matters.
It really does. And learning to express these feelings in English is a valuable skill.
Definitely. You know, Nora, I have to confess something.
What?
I was really nervous about doing this episode
Really? Why?
because talking about stress and anxiety makes me stressed and anxious.
That's so meta.
I know, but actually, talking about it helped.
See, that's the power of expressing your feelings.
Exactly. And now I feel better.
That's wonderful. And that's what we want for our listeners too.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, we want to hear from you.
Yes, what phrases did you find most useful? What helps you manage stress?
Share your stories and tips with us.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Talk Fluent.
Share it with your friends who might need these phrases.
We release new episodes every week to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
What topic should we cover next? Talking about emotions, health conversations, difficult conversations?
Let us know. We're here to help.
And remember, it's okay to not be okay.
Yes, be kind to yourself
Take deep breaths.
and keep learning.
All right, everyone, take care of yourselves.
Until next time, keep talking and keep growing.
Bye.